Welcome back to another Tasty Maps map. And this is Eden's Bunker, which is the cult Eden's Gates bunker. So, if you're not aware of what's going on, this is a Map Jam 1 contest entry. One of 4 maps that I've been making to enter this competition. There's 4 different categories in which they rank you in this competition. And they are as follows. They are level design, best level design, I should say, best graphic, best gameplay, and player's choice. This map definitely falls under level design because of the strategy that it takes to pretty much overrun this bunker that you're going to be attacking. The graphics are pretty good as well. I'd say it reminds you of Montana, definitely. There's the wilderness, and there's also some hilly terrain, and both of those can be used to your benefit. And gameplay wise, it's definitely a sneaky map, which goes on in every Far Cry game regardless, so let's just see how it goes. So right away there's a crashed plane. There's going to be a lot of flying in Far Cry 5, and you're pretty much guaranteed to crash if you're anything like me. So let's go down and explore this area. Right away you stumble upon a camp. This camp cannot be reached by enemies. I made it look kind of homey, kind of defense related. There's a machine gun right there and some walls and whatnot, but it's just a little area to enjoy. You can sit at the fire or whatnot. So up here is where you really get started. These are your ammo supplies, your flare gun. If you're playing with friends, maybe you can signal them with it. Here's the crossbow, which you'll definitely need. And over here is the machine gun, or the LMG, which I don't really... Let me go get some ammo for it. I don't really recommend using. I'm going to try to show you how to beat the level without using this, because if you use this, you're going to get spotted, and it'll become a lot tougher. But it's still doable. It's just tougher. So, there's 2 different routes you can take. Once you get on this quad, or this thing, you can take that route, or this route, which I prefer this route because it's just closer, convenient. Oops. So, definitely a lot of wilderness out here on this map. This map is 100% wilderness. No towns, no nothing. Just a stronghold. And 1 house, which you happen to pull up upon right here. So if you're following this kind of guide of sorts, I'll help you get through it. But you can have fun yourself, finding your way through the map. It's just a little bit easier going one of these 2 routes. But really, it's a open world. I tried to make it up until the bunker, at least. So I suggest attacking this little outpost. I'd say a little house area that's been conquered by going that way, or this way over here. This way is a little bit easier because you can see the whole house. I'm just going to push up on here. Sneak around here. So there's 2 alarms in this house that you want to take out. Here's number 1. And the other one is downstairs. Bring him in here. Yeah. Alright. Number 2. And if you want, I put a lot of weed out here, so unfortunately you can't make a syringe out of this. Wish you could. I wish you could inject all the marijuana you wanted, but no. Maybe in Far Cry 5 you can. You need to mix it with something in this game, make it less potent. That should be good. That'll hold me over for the bunker. So, next you want to go straight through here. You can't go through the woods over here. There's a boundary I put a bit out here a bit, and I think there's one up here, but you can also attack the house from up there. Just not too far back. And if you have your quad still, that kind of helps, but I like being sneaky for the next part. So, it's just snowing, it's peaceful, it's good. Until you reach this part, this is where the bunker is. So, one bunker there, one bunker right here. This one you'll be using to get behind that one, but that one, also in the front of it, has some weapons that you can use. In this part, I would say it's best to go around to the right, because to the left you're more out in the open, and it's a little bit harder to do. So going up here, there's a sniper up in this tower. Make sure you use your camera, because I know if you're going to be sneaky in one of these maps, it's definitely good to have your camera out and spot people. It just helps you out. If you're using this as a guide to beat this map, those are pretty much the 4 guys I have out in the front. If you want to try it by yourself first, if you're just listening to this, go ahead, but it's kind of a tough map, I would say. Got that guy. Got that one. But it's definitely a lot easier with this crossbow. Before I updated it, it was a no weapons map, except for the flare gun. And it was literally the toughest map I've ever played. You had to sneak up to everyone and take them down. Or just use an actual firearm and get yourself killed right away from the reinforcements. So, I'm not going to take any of this, you know, any of these guns over here. I'm just going to take a whole bunch of quiet stuff, like ammunition, because that's not loud on its own. Take out. Hopefully I didn't get alerted. Make it figured out. I wasn't spotted. Well, I guess not. I was lucky. So, moving on. You're gonna move into this bunker, where you're gonna find some more ammo, which I just take because it feels good having a lot of ammo. There's it's called the Bison. If you're a gun nut, I'm not gonna take that. I'm gonna save this crossbow. So you just make your way through this. A little bit of curves, and it's not too hard. Once you get over here, there will be a guy on your right. Make sure you take him out, and then disable his alarm. There we go. And then there's some fish in here, and they're not the nice kind. So, I would use this boat, but personally, I'm not. If I were you, I'd use that boat, but I'm not. I'm just gonna go across. Is that the fish? That's one towards the light. Oh no, it's just the light. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. He probably swam out in that big lake. And that's a lake, by the way. It's not an ocean, because we're in Montana. So, up here is the little campsite right before the bunker. In this area, it's pretty peaceful. I think there's one guy out here before, but I don't see him. Maybe he ran inside. So the trick about this part is that you just have to take it head on. You have to just walk right up to the guy. He can't see you anyway, so it's pretty easy. There's one more alarm. And then there's a cook in here. Like a kitchen chef. little kitchen area. Oh crap. Just gotta disable that alarm. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty much good after this. There's just the officer, which I pulled through the wall and killed him. So, after you sliced off his face, then you win. And that's how you beat Eden's Bunker. Hopefully you liked this video. If you didn't, that's cool. If you did, that's even better. Make sure you leave a like if you want to see this and one of the map competition winners. And thank you. Just leave any support, any criticism, anything at all. So I guess I'll see you in the next video.